Guys, we're back. We're back home. We are back. I'm gonna film a spring makeup tutorial for you guys, so let's get started. I'm feeling a bit rusty. Guys. I haven't filmed a sit-down video like this in well over a month. I feel like it might just take me a minute to get into it, but hello, I'm home. I'm in Toronto. If this is your first video of mine, then welcome. I just got back from a month in Mexico with my husband, where we spent a month working remote in Mexico City, and it was fabulous, and it was warm, and it was an adventure. But you know what? Being back home feels really good. I have a literal pimple growing in my ear, and it hurts. Love that for me. It's spring. It is spring. Is it spring? When's the first day of spring? March 19th. So yes, it is spring. Happy spring, everyone. It does not feel like spring here. It is literally a snowstorm outside right now. It's currently -3 and it feels like -8, which means it's very windy and bitter and cold out there. We literally were just in 30-degree weather for a month, so I feel like I've been feeling it a little bit extra, and I've been kind of hibernating and hiding inside. But it is technically spring, which means that I'm gonna do some spring makeup on my channel here, and that's going to bring the spring vibes. I put on my yellow shirt so that I can feel more bright and sunny. I guess I'm starting with foundation, as that's what I've gone ahead and started to put on my face. This is the Merit complexion stick, one of my faves, especially as we get into spring and summer weather. I like things that are more lightweight, more skin-like in the spring and summer, and that is exactly what this foundation is. I'm using the colors Cream and Camel because I have both, and one is too dark and one is too light, so I'm just gonna mix them together. I'm filming this video on my vlog camera instead of my big main camera that I usually use for my makeup videos because I didn't charge my battery. I was away and I got out of the routine of like having all my stuff ready to go, and I just assumed it would be ready to film, and when I sat down to film today, it was not. So rather than postpone filming this video, I thought we'll just film on the vlog camera, and you guys probably wouldn't even notice if I didn't even say anything. I've got a little decaf coffee on the go here. It's something like 2 p.m., 2:30. It's a Friday today. It's a very exciting day today, besides the fact that I get to sit and do my makeup with you guys. It's our first Friday back in the city. Well, actually, we got back 1 week ago today, but we flew overnight and we landed Friday morning at like 8 a.m. So last Friday was kind of a write-off. We were like sleeping all day. So this is like our first real Friday back in the city, and I have plans with my friends, and I'm so excited to see them. I'm going over to Courtney's tonight, and Sabrina's gonna meet us there as well after work, and we're gonna hang out with Nora until Nora goes to bed, and then the 3 gals are just gonna gal it up. I literally can't wait. I love them so much and I miss them so much. All right, the concealer that I've been using for like the last month since I got a little bit of a tan in Mexico City is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpted Concealer. An oldie but a goodie. I picked up the Makeup by Mario one kind of recently before we left, and I really like this as well. But this color was like too light for me when I was pale, so it's definitely too light for me now, so I'm just waiting for that maybe until I lose this tan. I'm just gonna go ahead and conceal. My skin has not been great for the last little while, so I have some little breakouts that I've been picking at. I got my nails taken off before we went away, and when I have my fake nails on, I can't pick at my skin. Like they get in the way, you can't do it. So that's a huge benefit of the fake nails, but now that I've had them off, I've been picking, I've been biting my nails. I just went straight back to all of my bad habits. And I feel like I want to get them put back on purely to avoid those 2 things. Another reason today is so exciting. What a great day. What an exciting day. I did my big brand relaunch today. So as I think all, if not most of you guys know, I got married in October 2022, and I decided to take my husband's last name, which I was thinking about it today, and I think I'm the only person out of my friend group who did that. Everyone else is keeping their names, which I totally get, but I am not partial to my name. And people used to make fun of it when I was a kid. There was a character called Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh on South Park, so you can imagine how kids, like, when they found that out, just thought that was really fucking funny and would call me like the Christmas Pooh and stuff. And so, like, ever since then I had this like negative association with my last name. Also, nobody can ever say it. I always get like Hank, or people always say Hanky, and it's not Hanky, it's Hanky. And like, I don't know if you guys can hear the difference when I say that, but it's a huge difference to me. Like, Hanky with an A or Hanky with an E, which is how it was spelt. And like, everyone would say Hanky, and I just like, I did not like that. So there was that aspect to it. I'm just gonna set my concealer with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I'm just setting underneath my eyes and then kind of in my T-zone. I wanna leave everything else kind of as glowy as possible. That concealer itself is pretty matte, so I'll definitely go in and add some extra glow to make things really like fresh and springy. But yeah, I want to start with more of a matte base right through the center, because I do tend to get quite oily in that area when I wear my makeup for a long period of time. Yeah, so there's the whole thing about women not wanting to take their husbands' names because of like feminist reasons, because like in the past it was kind of like a transfer of ownership, right? You would go from like your father's house to your husband's house, and so that transfer of name indicated like the transfer of ownership. I get why people wouldn't want to change their name for that reason. I know lots of people also really just like their last names. I don't have like any connection to mine, and I haven't spoken to my dad since I was like 16. Yeah, like my 16th birthday. I've literally known Will for as long as I like knew my dad, you know, because me and Will have known each other for, yeah, like 15 or 16 years or something like that. So, and it was important to Will. It was something that his mom did when he was born, and her reasoning was because she wanted to have the same last name as her kid, and Will really likes the idea of like the family unit being one. So it was important to Will and it wasn't important to me. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna change it. After the wedding, I pretty much started just like going by that name in my personal life, but my business is literally named after me. So it was really daunting to me to change my name, because that meant changing the name of my business. And I know like lots of people, they change their name legally and then keep their business name as the same name, but I'm just not gonna resonate with that name anymore, like now that I start going by my new name. And my business is small. It's not like I'm like a famous makeup artist where like changing the name of my brand is gonna really impact my business. So yeah, we opted for the name change. All right, so for spring makeup, I just think of pink. Like, I really do. I just think of pink. I am feeling like I'm gonna go more like peachy. So normally I would do more like bright baby pink type makeup, but because I have a little bit of a tan, I think that if I do something peachy, it will suit my current skin tone a little bit better. So I think for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Primrose palette. There's some really pretty like peachy tones in here, and then this nice pink on the corner. So I think I'll start with the color Mango right here and just put that all over my lid. So yeah, while we were in Mexico, I spent the last couple of weeks that we were there just going through a plan and figuring out like what changing my name was gonna mean for my business. So the first couple things that I had to do were to create a new logo, which I just used a free logo development website. Basically, it was done using AI, and I just typed in a few answers to a couple little prompts, and it spit out like a whole bunch of different logo designs, and I just chose the one that was most similar to the vibe that I was going with. I guess before I did that, I made a Pinterest board of the feeling of what I wanted my new like branding to be. So kind of like the theme of the website and just the feel of the new brand. So I kind of had that idea going into it. I did the free logo design. You're supposed to, after you pick the logo, in order to use it, you are supposed to pay, or at least on this website that I used. But I just took a screenshot of it, and then I did like basically a reverse image search to find the font that they had used, and I found that font, downloaded it for free, and then just like remade the logo myself. So that worked out really well. And then once I had the logo, I redid my entire website. So when I first launched my business, one of my best friends had made my website for me, and I really liked it, but I wanted a very different feel. I'm just trying to target a different bride. My original website was really pretty. It was like pink and white and very like wedding-y and yeah, like kind of spring vibes. I'm just gonna take this color Peony now and go over top more on the lid. I just want to target a different type of bride, and I wanted everything to have kind of a different feel than what I had before. So I spent probably in total like 3 days completely revamping my website. That was actually really fun. I was kind of putting off doing all of this because I was worried about the website part causing me stress and anxiety, because when computer shit doesn't work, it's so annoying, and I just felt like that was gonna happen. But I did mine through Wix, which is where my friend had originally made my website through, and it was so easy. So I think I spent about 3 days, like full days total, rebuilding my website. That included like buying my new domain, setting up my new email address. Then I went through and I created some posts for Instagram and the different groups that I'm in on Facebook to like announce the new brand. And I'm sure there's like a million other things that I did. I had this like massive list on my computer, but that's kind of the gist of it. And then today was the day that I switched everything over. So I made my new domain active, which activated my new website. I announced it on Instagram. Everybody's been so sweet. I've been getting so many likes and comments on the post. Everybody's so nice. I didn't know if anyone was even gonna see it, and it's like my top post of the month. And I literally just put it up like a couple hours ago. So if you guys are following me over there, thank you for your support. I just keep getting all these notifications. Everyone's so nice. Yeah, so I still have a little bit of work to do for that in the coming days. I didn't get a chance to post in the Facebook groups that I wanted to post in. Maybe I'll zoom in for you guys. Whoop. Aye. This liner's kind of dried out, and it went on like super thick and chunky. Okay, I'm just gonna touch it up a bit, and then I might end up just smoking out my liner. Like the easiest thing to do if you mess it up beyond repair is just smoke it out, because then it gets messy on purpose. This is kind of a cool tone brown anyways, and I want the look to be warm and fresh, so I feel like smoking it out with like a warmer brown color will be nice anyways. So yeah guys, you will have seen my new name on my YouTube videos as well. Jessica Henke is no more. We are officially Jessica Wallace. I mean officially Jessica Wallace online, and like in my personal circles legally I have not made that change yet. That's a whole nother thing, like changing my name legally and then having to go through and like change my passport, get a new driver's license, call literally my cell phone provider, my internet provider, like call everyone in the entire world and update my name with them. Like all of that is yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Honestly, I've been dreading the whole process. It was really daunting knowing that I had to change everything for the business, and then even more so thinking about all of like the little things, because that's kind of fun, you know, like getting to rebrand and like reinvent my business. There's like a fun aspect to that, even though I knew it was going to be kind of hard and time consuming. At least it was going to be enjoyable. The other part, there's no fun in that, so I have absolutely put that off, but we'll hopefully do that at some point over the next couple of weeks. I'm not extremely happy with this liner. I'm just using my fingernail. This is such a good hack to kind of sharpen out the edges a little bit. And then I'm gonna just take this little flat definer brush here and go into like this. Ooh, should I use this color actually? Should I use this color? Maybe I'll try this one, Saddle, the big one. It's supposed to be a blush. Well, I mean, it would be a blush on a deeper skin tone, but I can't really use that color for anything. At first I thought I could use it as a bronzer, which I did in like the first impression for this palette when I first filmed that video like years ago, and it looked so funny because it's so orange. All right, that didn't really work. The eyeliner is too dark and cool toned, and that blush is too sheer and warm. So I am gonna just take rouge from the palette and try to just kind of stick it in the middle of those two, and it should make a nicer gradient. Okay, and then just to soften the liner even more, I'm taking a pencil brush with nothing on it and blending. Man, I should have just used my Fenty liquid liner. This is literally a warm brown. It would have been the perfect color for my liner. I don't know why I did that. So what I feel like has happened now is I've really lost the pink. So I'm gonna go back in with Peony and just touch it up. Okay, I'm not in love, but let's just keep going because there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna take my little nude liner and use that in my waterline. And then I will throw on some mascara. Is this a realistic spring makeup routine? Because if that's true, then I won't put on any lashes because I literally never wear lashes anymore unless I'm filming a YouTube video. But I am filming a YouTube video, so should I put on lashes? I guess I'll put them on if I have some here. I do. So let me throw on this mascara real quick. So let me throw on this mascara real quick, and then I will pop the lashes on and then come back to you guys. Okay, and then I'm just gonna cover the lash band with a little bit of this Fenty liquid liner. And I think that's it for the eyes. For bronzer, I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks Bomb Contour. I was using this the entire time that I was, oh, I just stuck my thumb in it. Ugh. I don't know why that grossed me out so much. All right, let's try that again. I was using this the entire time that we were down in Mexico. I just love it. I love the way it goes on. It blends out so easily. It just looks like skin. It's such a good color, especially when I have a tan because I have it in a deeper shade. Just blends out so easily. Oh my God, I love it. I love it, I love it. And I've used this like 1,000 times, and yeah, like it looks all gross. You can see all the imprints from my brush, but there's still so much product in here. I actually bought the Tom Ford cream bronzer like months ago when Nordstrom was exiting out of Canada. They did a big sale, and my mom was browsing around at the one in Vancouver, and they still had some of the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate palettes, and so she grabbed one for me, and I haven't even opened it to try and use it yet because I have this one open and I want to like use this one up before I open the Tom Ford one, especially since creams go bad so much more quickly than powder products. But like, when will this ever be used up? I don't think ever. Maybe I'll try to use it up by the end of this summer. I feel like if I use it like every day between now and summer and I don't get distracted by other bronzers, then maybe I can get through it. I always just take whatever's left on my brush and like run it down the sides of my nose. I'm not really doing like a nose contour because I don't think I really need it. I'm just adding a little bit of dimension back into my nose so that it's not all flat across the center of my face. Okay, now the exciting part, my eyebrows. It's always my favorite thing to do because it just makes the biggest difference. I have been going back and forth between tinted brow gel and a pencil lately, and so for today I'm gonna just use this pencil. This is the Brow Cheat from Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm using the color Natural Brown. Yeah, so today is a big day. I'm excited for this weekend as well. One of our friends has a new girlfriend, which is like a big deal in our group of friends. We are like basically a group of couples. We all met like through our partners for the most part, but we've lost a few along the way as people's relationships end. So whenever anybody introduces a new partner, it feels very much like, are you gonna be a part of our family? Like, we're such a family, our group of friends. So yeah, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, exciting. So yeah, he's having a little party, a little daytime party to introduce her to everyone tomorrow, and we haven't had a daytime gathering, like a little daytime party like that in so long. I feel like the last one was when me and Will had our spritz party in the summer. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the cheeks, and keeping with the peach theme, I'm gonna start with this cream blush that I have from Rare Beauty. This is in the color Nearly Apricot, and I'm gonna start just by dabbing this onto my cheeks. And what I've actually found with cream blushes is they look obviously gorgeous when you first put them on, and they just kind of like disappear into the skin and look really fresh and natural, but then they fade so quickly. So what I've been doing when I want my blush to like really pop and to actually last is to go in first with a cream blush and then set it with a powder. So I'm gonna use Ecstasy from Charlotte Tilbury and just go right over top. Woo! And I feel like that's too much. I tried to put it on like in the camera instead of looking in the mirror. So to clean it up, I'm just gonna take the brush that I used to brush out my foundation with and go over top of the edges and just soften it and clean it up a little bit. Last thing for the complexion before we move on to lips, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Auric highlighter and just tap a little bit of that onto the high points of my face. My skin is feeling quite matte, and it's springtime, baby, so we gotta glow. And this is the perfect product for this. It goes on really well over top of powders, creams, anything that's underneath, as long as you use your finger. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of that just above my brows here so that I get that nice sheen across the sides of my forehead as well. And then I just realized that my inner corner highlight for my eyes needs to be done as well, so I keep sticking my finger in everything. This is my first time filming a video. Ew, it's like all under my nail. I'm going into this palette and I'm using this color. It's called Rose Water. And I'm just popping that right into the inner corner. Wow, it is so beautiful. It's like a duochrome, kind of champagne pink and gold. Stunning. Stunning. Okay, and then last but not least, let's do lips. I know what lip I want to do. I kind of did the whole look with this lip in mind. So to start, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of lip liner if I have the color that I want. Do I have it in here from the trip? No, it must be in a purse. Let me locate it. One moment. Okay, I found it. This is Pink Venus from Charlotte Tilbury. It definitely needs a sharpen. I've been using lip liner so rarely in my day-to-day life, and then every time I do it, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm back. I really just love it, and having it on just feels like me. I've definitely been lazy with my like day-to-day makeup and like my makeup for life activities, and I'm just in the mood for like not even full glam. Like this might be full glam to some people, but this is still like a very natural makeup look for me. This took me a while to do right now because I'm like filming and talking to you guys, but I could do a makeup look like this in probably like 30-35 minutes, which is just, yeah, very doable for when I'm going out into the world. So I feel like I want to make it a goal of mine for the next few months at least, while I'm in the mood, while I'm like kind of loving makeup again, to do my makeup or like do more makeup more often, because I've really just gotten into like the bare bones of like tinted moisturizer, concealer, and brows and mascara, and that's like it. So just having some extra color on my face is really fun. But yes, the whole thing that this look was based off of is this lipstick from Makeup by Mario that Will actually got me for Christmas. And I don't know if I've shown it on here yet, but I've basically been using it non-stop. It lives in my purse and I take it around with me, and it's really easy to touch up with. It's in the color Apricot Glow, and I wanted to use it in a video because I feel like I'm gonna actually use it all up soon because of how often and like how much I've been using it. And it's just this really beautiful peachy pink color that is just perfect for the spring, and I feel like perfect for this peachy pink makeup look that we've got going on. It's just sheer and glowy and moisturizing. It's really great. It's a really great formula. They have lots of great colors. I've been really enjoying this. So if you guys are looking for a product like this, like just an everyday, bit more than a tint of color but less than a regular lipstick, hydrating, shiny, glowy lip product, check this one out. To finish everything off, we're gonna spray myself down with some setting spray. Ooh, I haven't used setting spray in ages either. I didn't bring any to Mexico City with me, which was kind of a mistake as it was hot as down there, and it would have been nice to have. Here is the final look. This is my spring makeup look of the year. It's peachy, it's pink, it's bright, it's fresh, it's glowy, it screams spring. Here's a little close-up of the eyes. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed hanging out with you today. I'm doing my content planning for April, so if you guys have any videos that you want to see from me this month, definitely leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Give the video a thumbs up. That's going to help more people to see it too. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.